Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hope everyone is well. Welcome back to another video. Now, this video is going to be a little bit more different because I had made something very similar to this, I think a while back when I made the Instagram video. And I'm speaking a little bit more quiet than normal because I've got my kid behind me sleeping. And the last thing I want to do is do anything to wake him up because he will not go back to sleep if I did wake him up. So, to kind of almost clarify about this video, I'm not going to bore anyone with the details, but this is my comeback story, if you will. And I have high hopes for this YouTube channel. Right? I have really high hopes for this YouTube channel. I really hope to use this platform to further drive the dream, if you will, right? To get to where I know I'm destined to get to, if that makes sense, right? And if I'm being truthfully honest with myself, I haven't really showed up the way I wanted to for this year and for last year and for so many of the other years, because I expected too much and I had really high hopes for certain things, and I think that overwhelmed me. That led me down the road of procrastination, just overwhelm myself for absolutely no reason when I could have just taken it slow. And no one ever really tells you this, right? You kind of have to figure these kind of things out for yourself, and it's very stressful because I know deep down in my gut I have something to prove, right? I have this innate feeling that I know I am destined for something much bigger than myself, right? Not everyone really knows this, but I've known it for years. You know, I've told people in uni, I've told people in college that, bro, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do something big, and that's just led to further procrastination, right? And I pretended that everything was gonna be okay. You know, that what I'm feeling now, what I'm experiencing now is gonna be temporary. You know, it's the feeling's gonna pass, but it never did. So from 2019, when I graduated, felt like this because everything was laid out, you know, all the educational stuff, you know, college, uni, and all the other bits and pieces. It all got laid out, and if I'm being truly honest with myself, that was far from the truth. You know, that I had given up this one thing that I wanted most, right, which was gonna be the initial catalyst. Catalyst. What did I say catalyst for? The initial catalyst that was gonna propel me forward, which was to quit my job. And I'm a PT. I love being a PT, but I know I can do more with what I know now online. I can travel, I can do boot camps, I can do seminars, I can do workshops, I can do so many different things, but no one actually really tells you how to do these kind of things unless you pay for it. I ain't got money for that right now. I got 2 kids to fend for right now. And it was to quit my job and to go out on my own, be my own person. And if I'm gonna be honest with myself on that one now, that's on me. I did it to myself, to be fair. And I realised that rather wallowing in my self-pity, if you will, or expect some form of motivation to just spurt from the ground, I had to be real with myself. I had to be genuinely real with myself and ask myself some really honest questions, such as, like, what kind of habits do I want to adopt for the future? What type of person do I envision myself, I don't know, in the next 5 years, right? Am I a stoic person? Am I a hyped up, motivational, change person's life kind of person? Am I a disciplined, motivated, very charismatically centered person? What am I? I don't know. And even now I'm still figuring that shit out. So, and the last one was, what are the type of things am I doing that's holding me back? Who are holding me back? Am I surrounding myself around people that are just a opposite influence to what I want to do. I'm not going to say negative because they've done nothing wrong, or whoever I come across have done nothing wrong. I'm not going to assume they've done nothing wrong. I'm just going to assume that do their goals and my goals line up. And I wanted to make this video more about kind of like you could say like a testimonial, if you will. More like when I get to where I get to. Pardon me, sorry, I just finished eating food as well. When I get to where I want to get to, do I look back at this video, and will I look back at this video as a way of saying this is where I started, you know? From this room at, what time is it now? On the 10th of Feb at 1:44 a.m. in the morning. And this isn't kind of like a new year, new me kind of thing. Okay, I'm not going to do all of that because I've done that every single year and nothing happened. This is more like a audit on my entire life. So, and I won't say entire life because no one really cares about what you did in your childhood. Doesn't really make that much of a difference, your childhood. What I'm going to say is from 2019, from when I graduated, from when I no longer had the support from an institution, when I no longer had support from schools and stuff, and not had like teachers to talk to, and at that point I had to go out on my own. In that sense, I'm going to take it from that point. Did I just waste time? And if I really think about it now, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And I'm going to take this opportunity to just reevaluate, to cut the fat, if you will, and to really lock in on the areas that I know I need to work on. I already know deep down in the back of my head I need to work on these areas. Areas like my fitness. You know, I'm a PT, I'm a coach, and my fitness has not been the best. And I think I've devoted so much time to my clients rather than taking care of myself, right? My content, like this, I want to create more content, create more creative, have more fun with it, really. That's the best way about it. Just using different platforms and collaborating with different people and potentially building something that will draw community, right? And my self-improvement, my personal growth, you know, and kind of combining all of those elements to create something way more beyond me, right? And leave something behind for my kids. I'm a dad at the end of the day. I'm gonna be a little selfish. Now, in order for me to do all of that, I needed to come to terms with where I was right now. And the more I think about certain things, the more it draws me closer to the conclusion that I'm doing too much. I'm trying to do too much. I'm trying to get to this destination, and I haven't even created the roadmap to get to that destination. I have this vision, but with no plan. So I'm already setting myself up to failure, if you will. And that's me just coming to the conclusion on my own. So I'm going to focus on one aspect: content creation. And I think with content creation, it allows me to center all of these aspects, right? So I'm able to document my self-improvement journey, my personal growth as an individual, as not only as a coach, but as a dad, and potentially soon to be a business owner. Content creation is going to allow me to document my fitness journey and all the things I've learned and all the people I work with and all the tips and tricks that come along the way that will allow me to package the information a bit more better so then I can share with you guys. And then, of course, lastly, you know, my development as a dad, you know. And this has made me deeply think about the content pillars of mine, the aspects that I want to work on, which is the fitness, the fatherhood, the self-improvement, and kind of culminating them together into one personal brand, which is me, yours truly. Now, if I'm going to be on topic here, I want to document everything. You know, I want to document the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. I want to document it. Well, I will try my best to document everything. Sometimes, you know, life kind of gets in the way, but I'm going to document everything the best I can. I have fun with it in the process, right? bring my kids along for the ride, and take it easy on me, just because I know it can get a bit overwhelming. Anyone who does content creation, it gets a bit overwhelming. So I'm going to start slow. And I'm hoping that this video is the debut of this new me, if you will, which even you can see when I'm all rolling my eyes. I don't like calling it because it's cringe. So, and as much as I, want to grow this personal brand of mine, this is more for me to showcase it for myself, right? This is more for myself than it is for you guys, as much as I want to create this video. This is more of a reflection of who I am and just me being vulnerable, if you will. And I'm thinking I might do videos like this, like at least once a week, kind of like a weekly journal video. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll debate that myself. But I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to go on this content creation cycle, have a bit of fun with it. And I've mapped it out. Mapped out a lot on this. So, and I'm taking notes every step of the way. But like I said, as much as it's for myself, I'm doing it for my family, my kids, my partner, the friends, the people I'm going to, come up with. To show that if I can do it, someone like me who can procrastinate every little flipping thing, if I can do it, then you can. So, yeah, let's have some fun with it. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe and like and comment.